Here we are back in this bathroom build. I got this mirror done, and there's big, bold 3.5-inch posts. That's framing the mirror. And these are 3/8 inch lags. You don't need a 3/8 inch lag, but I want that big, bold head that comes on a 3/8 inch lag. So these same posts are going to go across the ceiling, up each corner, and then there'll be knee braces across there, and then this window is going to be framed in with the same 3.5 inch posts. I want all of this to coordinate. So Cash Man here, you met Cash. He was with me. We built a project for Addie. He's going to help me. He's on break from school, and between rodeos, he's rodeoing all the time. So he goes to, in 2 weeks, I think your dad said you have rodeo in Dodge City. You want to tell him anything about your rodeos?
Yeah. I ride sheep, and you just put a bull rope on it, and you ride it. You get in the chute and you ride out. So then we'll open the chute and then you'll ride out. And I do goat tying, when you just go down there and you tie the goat, and I just pull the flag off the goat's tail.
And aren't you in first place in that?
Yeah, and I'm in first place in it, and I do bale racing, and I do pole racing. I do poles and pole bales, and you go. It's in a pattern for the bales and poles. You go, like, the first time you go that way, the second time you go that way, and then the third time you go that way, around 3 bales. And you go back and forth for the poles, and when you get to the end, you turn and go back, and you turn and go back, and then you come back home to the gate. That's all I have to say.
So let's start this build. First thing I'm going to do is cut this piece across the top, and I want it to fit tight. And so, you know, all this old wood, this is 1800s wood. You cut it wrong, you've ruined a valuable piece of wood. So I cut them oversized, and then I just keep trimming them a little and a little until I have my fit. So I'm going to measure that. Let me measure this.
Tell me how big it is.
That is 66 5/8.
You need 66 5/8 for the top of the bathroom.
So Cashman is going to help me. Here's my post. I have cut it, and I've already put it up there, and it fits fine. And so the way to hold that up there is with a jack. So Cash is going to put this board on there like that, and then he'll jack it up to my board. Let's see, which side do we want showing? I think this is the side that has the most character. So let's get this up, and you be ready to operate that jack.
it seems
Perfect fit. All right.
It seems like it's...
Here, just a minute. All right, jack that thing up tight. Whoop! That's probably good enough. Didn't take much.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Hey, we're there. So what I'm going to do is put one of these long screws in at an angle like this. And they don't have to hold too much because remember there's going to be support posts. So but I don't want a screw out here where somebody can see it. I want it over there where it'll be hid by this support post and that support post over there. And I have to leave the middle part open so I can put that lag in there. So let's get these put in, and they're going to go in at an angle like this. And I've buried those heads. I bury that head, even though it's going to be hid. If that head's sticking out, then the support post won't fit tight. So this piece is up. There will be a big lag head right here and a big lag head right here. And I was careful to run those long screws in this way so this hole will not hit those. So now what we're going to do is put this post up. And then we'll go to the other side.
Wait, you fill one cup with safety glasses off.
All right. So Cash, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to cut this. We're just going to trim the ends and then we're going to measure it out. So,
Buddy,
are you on top of my hand or under my hand?
On top, under.
Okay, squeeze the trigger. All right. So now
we are going to the bathroom like we was and finishing our auto.
So let's cut this 57.
We are going to cut it 57 after we cut it.
57 and 7/8. And that should be a scotch oversize. Here, this goes.
Push it down, I'll tell you
Wait a
when.
minute. Here, I'll check it.
Order. Yeah.
Right there. All right, tighten that down. You tight?
Yeah.
All right, let's cut this.
Here, don't squeeze, don't do that.
Okay, you squeeze the trigger. Well, let's go see if that'll fit, buddy.
Oh, thank you for the dust.
Remember, safety first. Do you remember why does this?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause if you don't have one of these out your house, you better buy one of these. Cause it keeps your children, if you have children, will try to cut their fingers off.
That's right.
Keep my
But it'll cut my fingers off too. And I'm not a children.
Even my little brother said come in here and say, ooh, look how they're soft. Let's plug it in. Ooh, okay.
Let's go see if this will fit.
Okay, let's cut my fingers off.
All right, so this, I want to kind of figure out which side has the best character, which side I don't want showing. I did cut it, and it was just a tad bit tad bit off. Oh my word. Look at that, Cash. If you got in these old barns that I'm tearing down, everything in them is bold. Bold bolts, bold legs. Everything's bold. You don't have any little wimpy stuff in them. And with these big 3.5 inch wide, those are bold. So I want a bold head. So what I'll do is I'll put one of these, like I showed you. I'm going to put one in down low, one in the middle, and one up there when the time comes. But
what's on my chin, Papa?
Right now we're going to cut this corner piece right here. That is going to look good, especially when I get this framed in with it. Then all of this heavy bold wood will match that mirror. And here again, I'm going to cut it oversized. I'm going to cut that 90 and a half. 90 and a half.
90 and a half. That's how long that one will be in that corner.
There you go. Let's go cut it.
Hey, this time I didn't get it.
So let's
You got it filming?
yeah. So just a minute. Cut it about right there.
Okay.
All right, Cash. So cut that off. And remember, good job, buddy. So let's go over 90. Boy, this is a good old gnarly piece of wood.
It looks like timber.
90 and a half right there.
It's 90 and a half. We're going to make it an inch longer.
Not quite an inch. Probably an eighth of an inch.
Yeah. Like a half of an inch longer. Like only like a little bit longer.
Okay, here, let's get this. Okay, let's get this tight. Let me get this. All right, where are we here? Where are we?
Right there. Nope. Go. Take it that way. Take it that way.
There?
Yeah.
All right, just a minute. Just a minute. Let me get this secured in here.
Let me make sure that's...
All right, Cash. Cut it.
It's a little bit off.
Oh, it'll be close enough. Pick it up. Get it off of there. Now start it. There you go. See how close we are.
If you have kids and at home and you watch this and you do it to your bathroom, do not let your babies or kids try this, please. I don't want your kids getting hurt.
Yes, that's right, Cash. So
if you have your dust on here in front of yourself, your wood will not lay flat on here.
that's a good old gnarly piece of wood right there.
Oh, that's the best piece of wood I saw.
Yeah.
Right now.
I don't know if I'm gonna go this way. So I cut this, what I thought was maybe an 1/8 inch oversize. And this is why I cut everything oversize. Because I thought I cut it oversize. I brought it in here and it's a perfect fit. So when you're working with this old wood and you know, uneven floors or whatever, just cut it a little oversized. You can always trim it back, but you can't add anything on. You have anything to add, Cash?
Yeah, a bit have you see right here? We did try the boat already. We did try it, and like the first time we got it right, and we got it a little bit like bigger, and then we add a tiny bit because if you didn't and you cut it off right out the 90, you ruined a piece of good wood, and you don't need to build it on a different job or something.
Good job, Cash. Okay. All right, so this is the short post that goes in the corner, and I'm gonna drill the pilot holes for it. So what I'm gonna do is those big 3/8 inch lags, I'm not running them all the way through and lagging them into the wall. All they are is purely cosmetic. So I'm going to drill a hole that is halfway through this post. And then I'm going to run a long screw inside there, and then I'll just put a short piece of that lag in that hole, so it looks like it's lagged into the wall, but it will actually be screwed in. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I've got to find the center. We're 57.5. What's the center of 57.5, Cashman?
A quarter. I don't know.
All right.
A bit. We all back in the shop. If you want to know.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this piece of tape right down the middle.
And if you want to mirror which side you're gonna put facing for you to see, you just tape it.
All right. Now, the simplest way to find the center is I'm gonna come over 24 inches. I'm going to come over 24 inches. All right, now I'm down to 9.5. Now, what's half of 9.5? Half of 10. What's half of 10? 5.
5.
Half of 9.5 is 4 and 3/4.
And 3/4.
And now I'll mark that. X marks the spot.
And like I'm gonna do a video someday too. If you wanna know. If you got it, my name is Cash.
Well, Cash.
Well, I do you videos.
What you need to be doing is rodeo videos.
I want to do one someday.
So I'm going to come down 4 inches from each end. Just like that. And now those holes, they'll be centered up and, even. I'm going to go in the house and grab that other post and do the same thing with it. So
these are the lags we are going to put in there, and these are not going to be all the way in the wall, but them all not going to be in the wall. We are just going to drill holes, and then it'll look like the one in the wall, and it's not like hiding something, and it will look like it's not hiding anything, and you want it this size, and then it'll look good.
So actually I'm going to cut these off. I'm just going to cut those all off about that long, and they'll just stick in the hole. So what I'm going to do is I want to drill these holes 1.5 inches through. I want 1.5 inches still at the back to catch good with a long 3-inch screw. So how do you do that? Well, if you measure 3.5 inches on your bit, so the entire board, the entire post is 3.5 inches. I'm going halfway. So there's 3.5, 1 3/4, right there. All right, so I'm going to put a piece of tape on here. I'm gonna wrap tape on this bit.
And then when you get that tape in the hole halfway, that's when you go in there.
So that's as deep as I'm gonna go, right there. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do it, Cash, because these have to be perfectly straight. All I'm after is that nice bold head. Now you could use any lag, but you may have to put a flat washer on there and get the same effect. But I want it all in one piece.
Closing the flames come.
All right, here we go. All right, squeeze it.
Look at.
There we go.
Jeez. That really actually goes everywhere.
Huh?
It tickles.
It go down your coat?
Yeah, it tickles.
All right. So this is flat black. There we go. That's it. Let it dry. Okay, I got these pieces cut. Whew. Looks good. And this side over here. That side over there looks good. So what I'm going to do now is square this up, make sure it's all squared up, anchor it down with clamps, and get it screwed. I'm going to just put one screw in it, and then I'm going to go in and check it. So that's what's next. All right, so this is put together. I've got one big screw in there. I'm going to go in and see how it fits before I totally put it together. But I think it'll do just fine. So I'm going to go do that right now. So this is going to work. Boy, that thing fits like a glove. Enough room out here that my wife can set a plant. There's going to be wooden blinds in here, so they're going to come out a ways. I may even really go 7. Gee, that's 5. Maybe I'll go 7 here if I have it, and then go from there. All right, so I'm back in here on this. I have cut this board. See those 2 lines? This is a piece I've had laying around. I can't use it on a front because you'll see those. But up here, for something like this, it'll work. So I'm going to utilize it right here. So I'm going to round these corners, put a rounded edge on here with the router, and then I'll attach this to those from underneath, and then I'll be back. So what I'm going to do here, I've cut this piece. I'm going to try it. It really would be nice if it would fit. But I'm going to give it a try here. I'll try both ends. Oh yeah. Holy cow. I'm 50% there. Oh my word. That miracles do happen. That fits both sides. So I'm going to go mark out a second one, cut it exactly the same. I'm going to go ahead and drill these holes in here because, you know, I'll have those large black bolt heads in here. And so I'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll come in here and I'll put those babies on. Oh my word, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to run out to the shop, cut a second one, and then I'll be... That's the way to do it. You know, since you only have 2 hands, shoot a couple of 2-inch brad nails in there, and now it's held. So I can put this in there. I did though pre-drill those holes so I can put the lag head in that. And those are gone. You'll never see them. I've got to go pick up these bolt heads. I ran out, but I need those here and there, you know, around. So this is what, you know, it looks like once you get those heads in there. Now look at that right there. See that right there? Somebody shot that board, and that is a chunk of lead that just plapped right there in the board and stayed. So I'm just going to leave it. But anyway, there it is. And all I have to do is put those heads on there cosmetically. And so now I'm going to finish this window and put the plate across the bottom. So this is going to go right here like that, and it'll be 1 inch on each side. So let me see here. That'd be about 1 inch. That looks like 1 inch. So I'm going to shoot that on with some brad nails. Make sure we're where we want it. I like it. All right, so I'm going to finish putting that on, and I'm shooting that with 2-inch brad nails right there. This piece, and that'll just kind of finish that out. So I'll shoot that on. There. So there it is. There is that wall. And so all of that matches the mirror. I've got a shelf on it. All of it matches. That's what I wanted. I wanted everything to go together. All right, I like it. I like that mirror. Look at that mirror. The thing about that mirror is the depth. It looks like you're looking through a window, but you're seeing the reflection of this, you're seeing the reflection of this in there. So it makes it look three-dimensional. And that is so neat. It turned out better than I thought it would. So anyway, that is the mirror, and I'll see you later. So I'll continue on with the build somewhere else in the bathroom, and I'll meet you there.